first have to say, Isabelle, what an amazing piece of choreography. Really was. You know, she gets the absolute most out of her dancers every single time out. She really does. And she challenged you guys to use your strengths. And you guys met that challenge and went beyond it. You really did. And a choreographer expects her dancers to get on stage and execute that choreography.
And they're all from different nationalities. The first one is from African nationality. Then you have a Belgian guy, then you have a Danish guy, then you have an Indonesian guy, then you have, again, a Belgian, a Spanish, an Italian, a Moroccan, a Japanese, a French, a Greek, a Belgian, Netherlands, Arabic, French again, Kurdish, and Antillean. And the other one I forgot. But you see, this was the company. And we worked together for 8 months. We lived together and we worked together for 8 months. Does my mic work? Yes? And between 18 and 35. And they have all different technique education. So the one is a ballet dancer, the one is a hip hop dancer, the other is a break dancer. So it's all different technique. And I all bring those people together in red, yellow, and blue because I wanted to speak about the world. I started my piece with also a movie about how unsustainable the world is at this moment, and that the only thing where we can change something about that is that people connect again on a lower level together. And for me, lower level means directly with body and soul and music and dance and art. Okay, so for me, it's in intuition, in instinct work, but I always see it like something just like you could think, or you could think, and you just create something. But it took so much impact that we have like an audience of 50,000 people last year. And this year I create a new project and we go more and further. So I was like, whoa, you know, I started like little girl at 8 years, just classical ballet. And I grow up, I live my life, I see the world, I listen, I read, I paint, I do everything I can. And then at a certain matter, I become older and I want to express myself in what I feel and what I see. And I'm so happy that the fact that I just do instinctively my thing is just touching so many people. And people come from Portugal, people came from Spain to look the piece. And I was saying, whoa, this is just, nothing is impossible. That is what I want to say. Is that I think that dance and music is something that is necessary. I think it's in our nature, and we need that. If we take this away from the world, I think it's going to be a strange life. I'm going to take an example. When you go out, you people, and when you hear music, what do you do? Pardon? You stop and listen? Okay. You sing, you smile, you dance. And when you drink a glass of wine extra, yes, yes. And why is that? You feel free. But why we are not always free? Yes, yes. But from, can I ask from which origin you are? Senegal. So Senegal, when somebody dies, you have a ritual. You're dancing. No? Yes. In a lot of African cultures. Pardon? No, no, no. But in a lot of African tribes, when somebody dies or somebody have married or is happy, it doesn't matter. Like when Nelson Mandela died, people were dancing. People were dancing. Why? Because they were suffering, or they want to claim something, or they want to express something, and they started to dance. Why is that? Because you want to express something. And I come back to when we drink some glass, we feel more free, and I think that should not be necessary. And if we are, I'm sorry, yeah. If we realize that if we educate our children and the young people more with music and more with movement in general and dance and art, then they're gonna feel more free. Yeah. And it's not that education and structure and everything is bad, but I think for a lot of the new generation, it's like a prison. It's like a prison, because I give a lot of workshops everywhere in Benelux, and it's terrible how the young people, you feel they are empty, because they have layers of they have to do this, they have to be like this, they cannot do that, they have so many regels. They're like stuck in their body. And I think it's necessary that we realize that go to theater, go to dance, go to music, and give this as much as possible as at young people, that will free the imagination, and they will have another way of view to live. I speak about the education now, because I know in a lot of schools they take off sports and they take off every art education, and that's a pity. So I think it's really necessary that it comes back much more. Okay, I will show. That's just my vision. Huh? I will show red, yellow, and blue. I'm working for television, and I'm a choreographer for So You Think You Can Dance. I don't know if you know that. So more than 1 million people look at this TV show. And now this year, they're gonna maybe stop the item or make it later. And I've heard that so many people are sad and are really, really, really sad because this program is not coming on Sunday again in September. And only that, those 1 million people, they hunkeren, they will miss something. And I tell you this because there you feel the need also. You feel the need to you know, to freedom in that certain way. Yes? Is by producing these pieces, I connect with a lot of people, and the dancers also connect with each other. And all over Europe, by social media, we have interactions. And this brings people together, and a lot of people together. And so for me, that's the only thing I have to tell you is just dance your life.
Hi, my name is Lena Campbell. I'm a master's student with the ICD. And I was just wondering, how did you originally get into choreography? It's not a career path that I'm very familiar with, and it looks very interesting, and I'm really impressed with your work. So if you could maybe your origins and how you got into it, that would be really nice. Thank you.
It was, I started like a little child. I started already to make some compositions, like little dances with my family and friends. And I did the education starting at 8 in the Royal Ballet School in Antwerp. So this was a really classical training. And we had also, for sure, connection with other big choreographers like Alvin Ailey, Bejar, and Jerry Killian. And these are a little bit my inspirational persons. And at the age, and also Jana Brabants, who started with a company in Belgium. She died last year. Is a very, very important person in Belgium. And at the age of 11, I knew that just dancing for me was not enough. I had to bring other people in movement. And so for me, choreographing is higher than dancing itself. It's because I create, I bring the other people in movement, other people look these people in movement, so it takes much more. And I love to dance still, but choreographing is for me, it's sometimes something naturally. It's something, even when I prepare my work, I never think. I just listen. When I sit there, I looked at you, all of you, how you were sitting, how you were hanging, how you were, yes, everything. And this is choreography. If you sit in a station and you put your headphones on you and you sit there the whole day, life is a painting, life is a movie. Everybody who is passing by tells a story by walking, by taking his bag, by, you know, so this is just for me a way to connect with life. And now in my new piece, I go on, in my new piece, I'm questioning that. What is it all about? What are we doing here? What are we writing? What are we thinking? What are we doing? This is what I'm going further with it. So it's a need for me. It's like eating. It's like, yes, I feed my soul and I need to fill my soul with that. It's like drinking and eating for me.
Thank you, Isabelle. I'm very impressed by your work. My name is Caroline. I'm from Holland. I recognize a lot in what you're saying. I danced my entire life, and after a while, I was following also the steps of a career, a study. You get a bit disconnected of dancing, and when you do, at a certain time, you feel very happy. And I'm obviously fortunate, for example, personally, because I have a dance background. So the step to dance again or get involved with culture or dancing is easier. But what are your ideas of involving people that have nothing to do with dancing, that are not so fortunate to come from a family that are full about art, and how do you connect that? I would like to learn. Thank you so much.
Well, normally when I came here, I wanted to talk about that. That's why I'm talking about the fact that in education we don't initiate the people with that. So you should, like, a lot of art is still very élitaire. You understand the word élitaire? And I think, no. I think it's really, really, really stupid. And I lived in that world, and it was like a cloud till my 21 years old. And then I get pregnant, I have 2 children now, and I became a mother. So I was really faced by live a normal life and this contradiction of this elitary clothed life. And I was like, this is impossible. If you are not in this elitary world, if you have not the financial possibility or whatever, you will never get there. And so I started to educate children in Belgium in parts where there was not a lot of dance schools and possibilities and everything. So I dedicated myself, my passion, I gave it away. And I did that for 20 years. So I know what I'm talking about because I work with a high professional and I work with really beginners, children, amateurs, semi-professionals, young people, old people, handicapped people. I did everything. I went in the, as I said, in the classical world, but I went in the underground world also. I went breakdancing. I went everywhere. I did African dance, English dance. I did tap dance. I did mime. I have so much. I have tasted so much, and this is why I thought it was interesting to come, because what you ask now is a good question to ask. How can we make it more easy for every child to live his dream? Or I see a lot of videos on YouTube, little children. I saw like 3 African guys, and they were just dancing on the street. They are phenomenal, but what will they happen with these 3 children? Nothing. They maybe will end up in a war. That's it, So because why? Because the education is not there. There's no construction for that, and they cannot grow. They cannot live their dream, and so they are bored. Is this the correct word? Bored, yes. Nee, bored, verveeld, bored, yes. And what they do? What do you do when you are bored? You're doing stupid things. I have 3 children, I know. When yes, they're doing stupid things. They become really sad, and they become mad, and they become really annoying, and So I think it's something that yes, the politicians and the government and everybody should think about. This is really important. That's the beginning. If we introduce more dancing and music and art, painting also, and very important, singing with the children, they will have a meaning of life, and they will, yeah, let's say that. They're gonna form a sort of person and a character, and they're gonna fight for it. But now they have nothing to fight for, because they know that there is no. Here in Netherlands, yes, Netherlands is a beautiful. There, every dream is possible. You can do everything you want. That's fantastic. Yes, Belgium is a little bit lesser. In France, I don't know, you're from France. Yes. Oof. You need to know this one, and then maybe, yes, but also your physics is very, so many things. In Netherlands, I think, I don't want to support too much the country, but they are like more open to it. They have like more wisdom of culture, I think, in art. I'm not so intelligent as you guys, so I don't know. I just speak of my own human experience in my world. So please. But it's, I think, I hope now to go with my pieces internationally, and I hope to trigger that. And I hope, because I touched a lot of people already in the Netherlands and in Belgium, and also in other countries, in Spain and Ukraine and everything. But yeah, it makes people happy, and that's life. It's being happy and live your dream. But I cannot tell you how we're going to resolve this. I cannot do it alone, but I do it with this. I teach, I do master classes, I do clinics, I create with young people, I create with professional people, I do a lot, really. And there is one thing I want to tell you. I'm lucky that I'm born with a father who's a jazz musician, but I have no easy financial situation. That's not true. I worked really my ass off. And until now, I have no, hoe zeg je dat, subsidie? No, nothing. I just do. I have my idea and I just do. I don't care what people say and think. I just go. I just go. Really. I have an idea and I just go. And people say, yeah, but you take too much risk. Yeah, if I don't take the risk, I don't know if it's going to work or not. So I just take the risk. And I fell down a lot. And I up again and again and again and again. And it's only in 2009 when, now with 2014, then it went open. So how many years? I worked my ass, really, yeah? I don't want to, but yes. I don't know, but I learned Bulgarian dance at school and a lot of ethnical dances. I had a very good teacher. Maybe I have learned some steps about it, but I don't remember. No, I don't know it. If I see it, maybe I will recognize it. But it brings, like you say now, it brings people together. So in every country you will go, and there are Georgian people, will know this dance. It connects again. So yeah, we don't have a Belgium national dance. No, no, we don't have that. In Netherlands, we don't have. No. In France, I think, yeah, with. Yeah, but in France we have, yes, yes, you have folklorish dance in French a lot. Yeah. Pardon? The French cancan, yes. Yes.